Tonight's stream we're going to ScHoolboy Q's new album, Blue Lips. It's been 5 years. I think his last project was Crash Talk in 2019. So it's been about 5 years since he put out an album. He's been away. He hasn't been on features. He hasn't really popped up musically in any kind of meaningful way over the years. So this is like his first real kind of reintroduction to the world. And like, I'm really interested to see where he's at musically. If it's going to be kind of continuation of what he's already kind of been doing, or if there's going to be kind of a shift in evolution or change in the direction of the sound and kind of like procedure when it comes to making music. And like I said, it's been a long time. TDE is definitely not where they were back when he was, delivering projects on a pretty regular basis. K-Dot is no longer on the label. Outside of SZA, none of the artists or projects they put out have really kind of moved the needle in any meaningful way. And all their biggest names haven't really seemed to have put out anything out. Like I said, outside of SZA, all their biggest names haven't really put out anything groundbreaking or anything like worth really kind of talking about in a continued way. And kind of been sad to see, because TDE from like the I'd say late 2000s to 2010 really had the game kind of on a lock. They really couldn't miss. Everything they touched seemed to be gold. All the artists that they signed worked out. And they really seemed to be delivering or building a really incredible stable of artists. But at this point, that kind of momentum has really fallen off. And I'm interested to see if ScHoolboy Q can somehow jumpstart or bring that spark back to the label, especially when it comes onto the rapping side of things. But like I said, it's been 5 years since he's been out, so there's no telling where he's at musically, artistically, creatively. So I'm really interested to see kind of where that stands in terms of the music. And like I said, if this is the start of something for TDE, if this means that they're going to be kind of on a run and all their kind of bigger names are going to be dropping this year, maybe this is kind of just the first salvo from their catalog, but we'll see. So without further ado, man, let's just get right into it. Like I said, ScHoolboy Q, Blue Lips, 5 years since his last project, and I'm interested. So let's just get right into it. Track number 1, Funny Guy. Let's go. So that was the intro. It was definitely like an intro, not a full song, but definitely kind of like an interlude. But I like kind of like psychedelic rock elements that it was going with. It was very vibey, and who knows? Like I said, I don't really know which direction he's gonna go in this album, but that was different for him. It's definitely different, but I like where he's going. Let's keep going. Let's go to track number 2, Pop featuring Rico Nasty. Another signee, I believe that's her. A recent signee for Top Dog Entertainment that I don't think they've done the best job of kind of pushing and promoting. And like, she's nice. Everything I've heard from her, she's nice. I just think that they need to do a better job of really pumping her up. But yeah, I think this is I think that's the latest signee for TDE. No, I'm wrong. It's not Rico Nasty. I'm thinking of Doechii. I take all of that back. So let's just go into it. Track number 2. Again, that's one thing he has not clearly forgotten, is he's always had these absolutely insane beat switch ups and kind of mashups between his production. A lot of that has to do with Alchemist. I'm not sure if this is Alchemist on his track, but I wouldn't be surprised. But when it comes to production, he's always been one of the best ones off of TDE. And he's proven that once again, because this is nasty. Okay. Like I said, when it comes of his production, he hasn't seemed to lost a step, because that's very much reminiscent of the classic kind of ScHoolboy Q that we've come to know. Absolutely gritty, grimy, dark, monstrous with the drums, like crazy beat switch up, kind of everything you would want from ScHoolboy Q record. He delivered on that one. And Rico Nasty did everything as well. So far, so good. Let's keep this going. Track number 3, Thank God For Me. Hey, I've said it before and I will say it again. 3 6 Mafia is the most influential rap group of this kind of generation, which is crazy to see them getting their appreciation all these years later. But like, this new generation loves 3 6 Mafia, as they should. But it's dope to see him getting his love, man. I've heard their samples in so many songs recently, and him flipping this chicken head kind of remixing this is nuts and goes crazy. This shit's bonkers. I'm not gonna lie, this shit's bonkers. Ain't no way that kind of beat combination should have worked, because it did. This super soulful sample production mixed with chicken head, I don't know how that works, but I don't know how he keeps getting away with shit like this, but he makes it work, and it's very unique to him. And every time he does it, man, like, it's fire. He's got a crazy ear. Absolutely fire. His ear for production is godly, and that chicken head Project Pat 3 6 Mafia sample is nuts and bonkers, and I didn't think that would work as well as it did, but it did. And for those that don't know that sample I'm talking about, which, you know, a lot of young generation might not know, I'm gonna just play it for y'all. Yeah, just give y'all a teaser, man. Go check out that 3 6 Mafia Project Pat Chicken Head. And if you haven't, just check out their whole catalog, man. They're definitely one of the most influential groups of this generation. You hear samples and production influences all over the place. And I love to see them getting their recognition, because I was a huge 3 6 fan. And I don't think they get enough credit, man. I don't think they get enough credit. But absolutely fire. At one point, Chicken Head was the vernacular for what you would call a thought these days. So yeah, go check that one out. Absolutely fire. Thank God for You fire. Sample flip fire. I don't know who did it. Wouldn't be surprised with Alchemist, but his ear is still godly. Let's go to the next track, Blue Slides. Fire, man. Like, ScHoolboy Q is definitely one of those there's just certain artists in the game that are unique and one of one, and ScHoolboy Q is definitely one of those. Like, his ear for production and his beat selection, and like just the way he can pair something like this kind of slowed down jazzy beat production with West Coast gangster rap lyricism and like introspective gangster talk. Like, it's shouldn't work. It just shouldn't work. But when he does it, it just feels right. Like, it just feels right and feels natural and fits him to a T. And like, he's just one of those very unique artists in the game who has their own style, has their own flow, delivery, just style, like everything about him is just unique, and it's his own. And like, he knows his style, he knows what he brings to the game, and he delivers it damn near every time. And Blue Slides is crazy. That was a crazy song. Go track number 5, Urine 101. Now, last week we did already kind of react to this, or not last week, last stream we did react to this already when it he had the official music video out. And if you want to see my reaction to the music video, you can go find that on our YouTube channel. But right now we're just gonna listen to it again because this shit was fire. Like I said, man, I'll say it again. His beat production, his beat selection, just crazy, absolutely crazy. Every single time, this shit sounds so cinematic, so haunting, so menacing. Like, if you had this playing on, say, the background of a movie like The Raid, you know how hard that shit would go. You know how hard that shit would go. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I heard this on the soundtrack, because that whatever sense he's got going on back there with a kind of alarm going off and just bruh, tough. Fire. What else is there to say? If that shit don't get your heart pumping, heart racing, like, I don't know what else will, bro. Like, when it comes to production and like this menacing, grimy, haunting shit. Like, he does this better than almost anybody else out there in the game. And like, man, you don't miss. Let's keep this going. Track number 6, Lovebirds, featuring Devin Walker and that Skywalker. What can I say, man? Like, production again is just, God, so fucking good. The way they're able to just mesh together all these different genres and elements, from jazz to hip hop to blues to just soul to like everything into this kind of hot pot of beats, is insane, bro. Like, this was such a lush, full, expansive sounding song that, like, it might be one of the most sophisticated hip hop songs that I've heard from ScHoolboy Q in his entire catalog. Like, this shit was next level. Like, this is just high level music right here. And if somebody ever tells me like hip hop's not art, not music, like, I'll point to something like this. Like, there's no way you can listen to the production, all the intricacies, all the switch ups, all the melding of elements, and be like, this is an art. This is art. Like, and lyrically, he's back. He's back, man. He's back. I don't know what else to say. He's back. Keep this going. Let's go track number 7, Movie, featuring AZ Cheek. Hold on, real serious question. Serious question for a second. Does he have the best beat switch ups in the game? Like, does he have the best beat switch ups in the game? Because I haven't really heard artists utilize it to the degree that he does in all of his songs, more or less. And then the way that they all fit together so well. You know how there's some beat switches where clearly 2 different songs just mashed together? His shit never sounds like that. His switch ups sound like they're all continuous and they're all just the same song, and like the way that they transition and flow into each other is special. So does he have the best beat switch ups in the game? He might. He really might. I don't know where AZ Cheek or Cheek is from, but I would guess he's from the Bay Area, because that was definitely a Bay Area beat and flow and everything, and that beat switch was perfect. Absolutely perfect, bro. ScHoolboy Q is on one right now. Let's keep this going. Track number 8, Cooties. God, man, like, yo, this dude is onward right now. Absolutely nuts. Bonkers, bro. Cooties is crazy. That kind of sparse, how you say it? Sparse kind of soundscape that they layered with the piano keys, the hard knocking drums, and then just like the super introspective raps, all kind of topped off with this like very unique, special delivery and flow that he has. It just hit. It just absolutely hit. And like, he was speaking about some super serious, real ish that, you know, you don't always get from Q. He gives you clever, witty shit a lot, and like some gangster raps, but you don't always get the super introspective, thoughtful, conscious type raps like we were getting here, speaking about school shootings and like having his daughter and like dealing with all these other issues that you don't always get from him. And like the way he did it here just was perfect. Didn't seem forced, seemed very much in his wheelhouse, and like in the way and the delivery that you would expect from him. Like, he ain't missed yet. He really ain't missed yet. Let's keep this going. Track number 9, Ohio, featuring Freddie Gibbs. Man, I keep saying it. I'm going to keep saying it, bro. His production is fucking crazy. He started off with this very soulful, funky type beat that sounded like something from like early Wiz Khalifa, Cardo, which I love so much, and then it goes into super hard hitting, aggressive, in your face. Switch up effortlessly. His flow effortlessly goes with it, like effortless. Just this whole album just feels effortless right now. Like just and Freddie ain't even dropped in yet, bro. Let me get one more. God damn. And then there's a third switch up, bro. Like then there's a third switch up to super soulful, jazzy, stripped down. I don't know. Come on. Yo, I don't think this kind of back and forth between Freddie Gibbs and DJ Akademiks will ever die down. And Freddie's a bold man to still kind of take shots at other people, considering the positions that he has been in recently. And I mean that completely pun intended. The positions that he has caught himself, that people have caught him in. He's a bold man to be kind of taking shots at people these days, considering he's not in the best light. He's not in the best light. Let's say that. As much as, you know, I love his music and I love his rapping, I love his flow, and I love, you know, everything he puts out musically. There's no denying that he's taken some pretty heavy L's recently, and not looking great for your boy. But he's a bold guy. He don't back down. I'll give him that. He does not back down. Elite. That's an elite hip hop song. Like when people are like, why you love hip hop so much, I'll just play something like this. Like this is elite. This is art. This is high level hip hop, high level production, like 3 beat switch ups in one song, and they all sound so effortless and transition perfectly, and just it's just like 5 years was worth the wait, because ScHoolboy Q is just on another level right now. He's on an absolute another level. Let's keep this going. Track number 10, Folks, however you say it, featuring Absol. We don't get enough Absol. Straight up, we just do not get enough Absol. Every time he hops on a track, he just reminds you how elite of a lyricist he actually is. And I don't think his last album got enough love, Herbert, and I think that was his most complete project they ever put out today. And like, again, much like ScHoolboy Q is doing right now, I think conceptually, production wise, everything was put so well together in that one. And like, we just don't get enough soul. Straight up, just don't. There's only so many ways I can say it, but his production is absolutely fucking elite. Let's go to the next track first. Yeah, absolutely lost in that song, man. Super wavy, super vibey. I love all the psychedelic elements in there. Yeah, definitely spacey, definitely one that you can find yourself getting lost in, especially when the beat switched up and got a little bit more out there in this production. And it's like, yeah, I was definitely vibing with that one. Let's keep this going. Track number 12, Nunu. All right, super melancholic track, super kind of introspective, thoughtful, wistful, and yeah, it was definitely one where he slowed things down a bit and really went kind of deep on that one. And that's one I'm definitely gonna go back on to a couple times, because that was definitely a lot. Let's go track number 13, Back in Love, featuring Devin Malik. Yeah, kind of that classic ScHoolboy Q feel, super menacing, super hard, super tough production, very gangster, in that kind of ScHoolboy Q way that he's kind of been known for over the last few projects. So like, yeah, that's probably the most kind of classic ScHoolboy Q feeling song that I've probably heard so far in this project, and I'm digging it, of course. But let's keep this going. Track number 14, Lost Times. Yep, I knew it just from those keys alone. That was an Alchemist produced track. I had to go look it up, but like, there's no way those keys right there were not Alchemist doing, and they absolutely were. Like, those signature sounds, man. Like him, ScHoolboy Q, and Alchemist, every time they come together and make absolute magic. Magic. I want to hear a project, like kind of like how Nas and Hit Boy have full projects together. I want to hear a whole project, Alchemist produced project for ScHoolboy Q. I think that shit would be phenomenal. Like I said, man, Alchemist, ScHoolboy Q together. How could you have anything less than magic, bro? Like, I just know Alchemist keys whenever I hear him. Like, he's got such a signature sound, and I think him producing for ScHoolboy Q, Action Bronson, and a few others is just, and even Freddie, just kind of like a perfect pairing. And like I said, anytime you get those two together, it's a win. It's a win for everybody. So let's keep this going. Track number 15, Germany 86. By 10 years, we were 30 watching your homie get stretched. Like, yo, he don't get enough credit for his lyricism. Like, I don't think he's got the craziest bars and metaphors and whatnot, but the way he delivers it, and like with the raw intensity and like just the frankness of his delivery and flow, and like the way, his unique way of kind of like piecing words together, does not get enough credit. Fire once again. Like I mentioned, he just doesn't get enough credit for kind of his lyricism and flow and delivery that he has on his songs. But I mean, that's a perfect example of what he's capable of doing when given the chance. And like, he's nice, bro. Production is nice. Everything about this short 2-minute song was nice. Let's keep going. Track number 16, Time Killers. The Hoover Street Mozart. Like I said, bro, lyrically don't get enough credit, but he's got a lot of crazy kind of lines, one-offs, little throwaways. Like, there's shit that'll definitely catch you by surprise. And he did his thing on this one, man. Like, I don't know what to say, bro. Every song has been slapping, absolutely slapping. Let's go to track number 17. Finish these up. Pig Feet featuring Charles Major. Hard. Song was hard, bro. This shit was tough. I ain't gonna lie. Everything from production to the ad libs, the flow, fire. Tough. Tough in the very ScHoolboy Q way, bro. Very tough. All right, man. That's pretty much the last. There's one last kind of song which I think is an interlude, so just check it out. But track number 18, Smile. All right, man, let's get to ScHoolboy Q because my man ain't missed. He went 18 for 18. Not one miss on the entire album. Front to back listen. Easily his most complete, I think most complex project that he's ever put out. For sure his most introspective. And I think the production is... It's hard to say he's had better collection of production than he had on this one, even though he's always had fire production. This one, I think he took everything just to another level, and those 5 years were well worth it because he was cooking up something crazy. And this is easily early contender for best rap album of the year, if not album of the year already. And this is one that's definitely going to require multiple listens to kind of really dig into and get into all the little nuggets of what he was saying, all the production touches, all the switch ups, all the samples. Like, this is just a very deep, high level, elite level hip hop album. And one thing that's always kind of held me back from putting him on the quite same level as like a Kendrick Lamar, even though I do love ScHoolboy Q so much, especially early on, is that I didn't think he could reach those same artistic levels as a Kendrick Lamar. But with this album, man, you might have to start reconsidering that, because he really showed just how elite of an actual artist he is. And his ear for production is just straight up unmatched. Like, I really got to go back and look at the whole list of producers he had on there, but they all just put their foot into every single beat that that was on this album. Man, I love hip hop, man. Like, I love rap, and I was super disappointed with the output and the product that we got last year. I think it was one of the weakest years of hip hop in my memory, and it's one that I actually found myself listening to other genres probably for the first time more than hip hop, and I was really kind of questioning, like, are we able to get back to those highs and the feeling that made me love hip hop so much in the first place? And this right here, son, this right here is definitely one of those projects that, like, reignites, reaffirms why I love this genre so much. This is the best of what you would want from the genre of hip hop and rap in general, from the production to the lyricism to the content to the presentation to everything, man. It was just on point. 18 for 18, front to back, no skip. And if this is how TDE is coming back, they might be back. They really might be back if everybody's kind of coming back on this level, which remains to be seen, because it's gonna be a high bar, very hard level, high level for people to kind of reach and attain. But so far, this is easily my most favorite project to come out in 2024, and I have a hard time seeing 5 to 10 albums that I'm gonna enjoy more than this, and this is definitely one of those where I can go back and digest multiple times. That's how kind of dense, layered, lush, intricate it was. I didn't know he was capable of this from an artistic standpoint, but he proved me wrong. And for me, this is the best album of his entire catalog, and this might be one of the best albums that TDE has ever put out. And he might have just brought TDE back. We'll see. But what do you guys think about Blue Lips? What were some of your favorite tracks? Is there anything that you didn't feel? Is there anything that you wish you kind of heard from or got from him that you didn't? What do you think about the production? What do you think the stands in the catalog? And is TDE back? Let us know in the comments down below where you're watching or listening to this. And yeah, that's it for today's stream. We'll be back for some more later on.